Well, despite the National Assembly postponing the voting on the Constitution review to tomorrow, a coalition of youth groups rallied outside the complex insisting on being addressed by the Senate President.
Well, the group wants to pressure the lawmakers to vote in favor of a bill to reduce the age limit for people to vie for political offices. Siphon Essien has the details.
This group of youths are demanding that the National Assembly should reduce the age benchmark to pave way for more young adults to vie for political office.
Not too young to run. Not too young to vote. Not too young to vote. Not too young to vote. Not too young to run. Not too young to vote.
They insist that if they are not too young to vote, then they shouldn't be too young to run for political office. Initially, their grouse was that the Parliament had thrown out the not too young to run bill. But the Senate President confirmed that the bill was among the items to be looked at in the Constitution review, now scheduled to begin on Wednesday.
We want the State House of Assembly, the House of Reps to come down to 25. In fact, we want alignment. We want 18. If I am not too young to run, if I am not too young to vote, then I'm not too young to run. 18 should be the age.
This youth group is saying that if they are not too young to vote, then they should not be too young to run for political office. The voting age is 18, and they expect that the lawmakers in conducting the Constitution review would bring down the age limit for running for political office to meet with their expectation. They say failure to do that would mean that they will have no other alternative than to occupy the National Assembly. The rally forced security operatives to shut the gates to the National Assembly. The intervention of some lawmakers wasn't enough to get the youths to budge on their demands.
The youth of this country are important to the Nigerian Senate and the National Assembly. And I want to say anyone who neglects the Nigerian youth have neglected the future of Nigeria. The Senate has tremendous respect for these 8 brackets. The Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Reps have thrown their support on this bill.
The group insists the Senate President must address them if they are to quit their rally, which is fast evolving into an occupation.
18. Yes, sir! If you can take my vote, if I have the intellectual capacity to put you in office at 18, there is no basis anywhere for us to argue that we should just do.
What remains to be seen is how long the youths intend to continue with their action. Siphon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.